Hi guys, I just decided I need to share this with you. What I realized that regardless of how far you travel, chances are you might run into a Karen or in my case a HARIM. Let me tell you guys what happened. When I check into the hotel, I observe in my room there's an adjoining room to it. And I asked the bellboy, I said, could you check to see if this door is secure? We check it, he said, yes, it is. And he even showed me that on both sides of the room, there isn't like a knob or anything that you could open or turn. It has to be opened by the hotel. I feel good. Right in front of the door that had the rack for my face, so I put it up. I check in there the Thursday. The Friday evening, I heard like some people talking in the room. It was like they were about to leave. That was good. Early Saturday morning, I woke up to a noise. And there were like some people talking. I recognized two female voices, like the giggling, and this man talking to them. And they were playing music, but they weren't playing the music loud. That was about 4:05 in the morning. About 30 minutes after, they went to sleep, or I didn't hear any more from them, but I never went back to sleep. That was Saturday. Sunday morning, I woke up to this loud banging, banging, banging song. And as I'm listening to this banging song, there wasn't any talking in the other room, just this music playing loud. I called the front desk and I asked them, please to tell the guests if he or she could lower the music. It is a bit loud. He asked me what is my room number. I give him the room number. Guys, and then the craziness started. The music stopped playing, but this person, he was pissed. He was so angry. Why he have to stop playing his music? After all, he's paying for this room. And whoever it is, it has no business with him. I don't care if it's he or she. If the person want to go to bed at 1 o'clock in the morning, it's not his problem. So apparently, if you go to bed 1 o'clock in the morning, that is a major problem, according to his book. You perhaps should be up at 5 o'clock in the morning when he decides to play his song. I'm hearing him on the phone telling the person from the front desk that he's going to come over to ask the person why they have a problem with he playing the music. Apparently, they talk him off the ledge. He didn't say anything about that. Then he said he rented more than one room, one adjoining room. And if it's anything, he would pay for the person room. So he started throwing around his money. Apparently, they tell him that is not needed. He still have to don't play the music. But the minute they call him, the music was no longer playing. But what he realized is that whoever is in the next room could hear him clearly. So he was at the top of his voice. Then he showed the first sign of assumed privilege. He stated he lives in the United States. Let's stick a pin there. Apparently, if you're living in the United States, you could be playing your music however loud you want to play it, wherever you are, and it's okay. Even in the United States, you could be in a hotel and playing your music loud. Both me and you know that's crap. Nowhere in hell could he be in any hotel unless he owned the hotel and everyone else in the hotel is a family or a friend. It could not be a paying guest. No one will tolerate that loud music so early in the morning. He lives in the United States of America, so that's why he has the privilege to do whatever he feel like doing. When the I'm living in the United States of America card did not have the effect that he assumed it would have, he pulled one of the most effective cards according to the climate in America. He suggested that he should call the police. Really? Then I know I'm dealing with a HARIM, a male version of a Karen. You're going to call the police just because someone asks you in a hotel, you're not in your own home. We all are paying for this hotel, asks you to lower the noise you were making at 5 o'clock in the morning. The front desk clerk had to talk him off of, I'm going to call the police ledge. Because you hear like this threat went away and he's going back and forth, you could tell it's a conversation. So he making all the noise on the other side. And it's like if he is standing in my bedroom. He hung up from the person and he went to the other room. And apparently he got some great legal human rights advice. So he got back into the room and he got on the phone. And he decided to use the card that has been used for centuries, a classic one that was used to enslave, hurt, harm, rob, segregate, marginalize, kill, and destroy people all over the world. He used the religious card. Apparently, by I'm asking him to lower the music, I'm infringing on his religious right to prayer. So he called the front desk, and that was this conversation. He have a right to pray, and this music that he had was for him to pray. The person will be asking him if he's a Muslim. Then in a muffled voice, he said, no, his father born in India. So your father born in India. Guys, let me tell you something. I grew up with Indian people. I have no problem with the Indian music. In fact, as a teenager, you're going to parties. Indian music was part of the music that you will be partying to. Why? Because it got all this rhythm. I have no problem with Indian music. Secondly, I was in Turkey earlier this year. And this is the most recent time like I had with Muslim, and they're praying. And they will have call to pray. And it is never be a Bollywood style dance hall music that is played for call to pray. No, the minute you hear the music, you know it's something religious or calling for meditation or something like that. Thirdly, if the music was playing even like 8 o'clock the Saturday night, I might have gotten up and dancing to music and started getting my little Bollywood music in because I haven't danced to Indian music for a while. So it would have been no problem. The problem is no one would want to be listening to that song so loud early Sunday morning. So I was infringing on his right to pray. And that did not work also. So finally, he came off the phone to the person from the hotel, but like he was calling around and everybody was complaining too. And again, he realized that I could hear him. So there was a loud banging and he hitting down stuff and all of that things. I got up later on and I went downstairs and had breakfast. But before I go any further, the good thing about it is that he didn't sleep and I didn't sleep. I know for certain I wake up at 5 o'clock with a noise, I would not have been able to go back to sleep. So I didn't get a chance to sleep, so he spent the rest of the time calling people and arguing. I went to the front desk and I told him, I said, I have 24 more hours in this place here. And I don't think I want to stay in the room. And the receptionist said, yes, she understands, because she said there's no guarantee he wouldn't do it again. Apparently, based upon the conversation they had with him. I was moved from the room, went into another room without a connecting door, and was great. The lessons I would like you guys to learn from it. One, not all connecting doors are equal. I had stayed over the years in hotels where there's connecting doors, and you cannot even hear the next person in the other room. This one certainly was flawed. So if you're going into a hotel room, be prepared that it could be a very quiet one or it could be a very noisy. And the next thing is that, imagine, I travel all over. I never had a problem. I never had anybody being inconsiderate, whether it's in the hotel, on the bus, on the train, on the plane, whatever. But here I am, all the way over here, and I will run into a male Indian version of a Karen, a HARIM. One who feels that he has the right to do whatever he has to do because he's living in the United States. Perhaps he have a few dollars because he was offering to pay for my room. He pulled out the religious card. He's going to call the police. So guys, chances are you might be in a tiny village in Italy and you run into a HARIM. So, hope everyone have a nice day. And mention it in the comment section where you might have met someone who, I don't mean in America, I mean out of America, where you have met someone who felt that they were privileged to do whatever the heck they feel like doing, and to France was you. This week is a very exciting week for me. I had no intention of his behavior to get in the way of my week, because I know Gentle Jesus is very excited about the 1st of December. And because he is, I am too. So guys, take care and continue to enjoy your day. Bye.